So that's what's active in them. So these are some of the things that we're going to look at today. We're going to talk about these ideas, and each one of these ideas is going to be punctuated with an image that hopefully will start to make sense in a concrete way, because not all of us have the equipment that Dr. Emoto has, the funding, the time, or the drive to be able to delve deep into the molecules of water. But you saw the okra, you see the persimmon? These designs are already present. Because as water moves through that living system, it begins to vivify and make full the cellular walls of these plants. And then they are already programmed to be self-expressive. Plants are completely self-expressed. An apple tree does not think, I don't know if I'm an apple tree, I'm not good enough, I'm not tall enough. When the seed is planted and is nurtured, it becomes an apple tree, and it fully expresses itself in every direction. Seen and unseen. Next. So we're looking at this word. What's the word? Baptism. So, somebody tell me, what does that word mean to you? I need a hand up quickly. Yes. Blessing. Blessing. We'll take that. Another hand for baptism, the word baptism. Yes. Submergence in water. We can agree with that. So we want to look at this. This here is a pond at Cal Poly Pomona where they are doing work on sustainable living. And it is surrounded by all kinds of organic gardens. It also has solar panels, a cob oven. This place is amazing. And when we start to think about baptism, we know that it is a rebirth of sorts. And we're in a time of rebirthing. How many of you are going through growing pains? Yes. So now look around. You're not alone, right? I just got hit by an SUV on my bike 2 weeks ago, and the woman got out of the car. Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. I said, well, I understand, but can you back your vehicle off of my bike so that we can talk and get this thing worked out? I'm really spun out. I got hit by a car in a crosswalk. She backed up and drove off. Check it out. Check it out. Now, how long do you hold that anger? How long do you hold that bitterness? Or how soon do you submerge yourself in the water of forgiveness and move on and be grateful that you're still walking? Your ribs might hurt a little bit, but you're grateful. Yes? So as we move, we want to start from a place of agreement. The place of agreement being, can we envision a time and space in this new life, in this new world, where newlyweds receive a bundle of heirloom seeds as a gift to signify their union? Can we envision that? Can we envision, would it be beneficial for all of our children to be able to recognize and understand the function of the native plants that grow in their area? Would that be beneficial? Yes. Of course it would. And last, are you all of us, now that 80% of the human population lives in urban areas and have moved off the land and become massive consumers, are we ready to make this transition to becoming producers again? We're in agreement. Let's move on. Production. When we think about everything that happens on this planet, some of the quietest, most amazing work that happens through the plant family. And when we talk about the plant family gives us food, fiber, fuel, and the fantastic. We know the food, the fruits, the nuts, the rices, the pulses, the vegetables, the green leafies, the fungi, fiber, our clothing. Our homes could be built from hemp. Our clothes could be made from hemp, right? Hemp could give us the fuel, and then the fantastic. When we decide to move into other realms of consciousness, when we decide we want an amazingly beautiful, strong, vibrant body, we deal with superfoods, right? We deal with all different variety of herbs, spices, seasonings. All of this comes from the plant family. Generous plant family. And what is the commonality in that plant family is that water moves through that plant family. And water is actually purified, organized, and structured by these plant families. Does this make sense? So when we look at a tree, when we look at a fruit tree, what we're looking at essentially, no, maybe that's not quite right, but what we are looking at in part is a huge water purification device, right? Because not only do the leaves and the roots of the tree both attract and release the water, they also structure it in that vortex energy that it has to move through. And then store it in a fruit that becomes irresistible to us because of things that are intangible. Most of us are not attracted to the fruit because of the flesh. We're attracted to it because of the what?
Smell.
The smell, the fragrance, or the flavor. Neither of which do you contain or hold on to. Can't be measured. You cannot measure the flavor of a fruit. You can measure the weight of it, the size of it, the water content, but you can't measure the flavor or the fragrance. But those normally are the things that have us pulled to it. Next, please. So we have to think about that spirit that moves through these plant systems and how we as humans, the highest level of consciousness, are here to facilitate that movement. Now all the slides that you're going to see in this slideshow are going to be something that came from direct systems that I've helped to grow and create. And this is a system, a planting system at a church in Southwest Atlanta where we're doing hugelkultur beds. And for some that are familiar with that, it's a matter of stacking up a huge amount of organic matter and allowing it to absorb that water and then planting all